Next up, it's the Packers on the clock.
Oh my goodness, I've been talking this whole time and I was on mic. I mean mute. My bad, guys. It's alright, I guess. How old is Deshaun? 26.
On the clock now, it's the Green Bay Packers.
It's the Green Bay Packers. There's so many good wide receivers, I can wait like 2 or 3 more rounds. Maybe even 4.
The Green Bay Packers are now on the clock. The Green Bay Packers are on the clock. Next up, it's the Packers on the clock.
Holy cow, my leather gaming chair's annoying. Sometimes it like sticks to my skin. My goodness.
Now, it's the Green Bay Packers.
I want to get AJ Dillon so bad right now for some reason. I want the quad father. But let me first get a wide receiver. It's the 6th round. I might have waited a little too long. Actually, there's still a decent amount of guys.
The Green Bay Packers are now on the clock. The Green Bay Packers are on the clock. Next up, it's the Packers on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers are now on the clock. The Green Bay Packers are on the clock. Next up, it's the Packers on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers are now on the clock. The Green Bay Packers are on the clock. Next up,
I'm
it's
gonna
the
skip the rest of the
Packers
draft.
on
I'm
the
not
clock.
drafting anymore. I'm too lazy. Advance to the end.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the former NFL MVP, already a two-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now it's Jackson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. Fielded at about the 28. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. Now swing pass for Dillon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener, and they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all 3 of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in week 3 and then Chicago in week 5. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. The left-footed Kevin Huber set to punt it away. And returning it, here's Hamler. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the 1st. We're scoreless after 1. Dillon now on 1st and 10. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Dillon now off the option. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situations. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Watson's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Now it's Watson. He'll dump this down to Dillon. That's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
And there's just an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Now Watson going to sneak him, try to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there, he did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now down around his goal line. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hall again on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 36-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. B.J. Hill able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Watson steps away to his left. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. To throw is Watson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 15-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2. And instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly. And getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now this throw caught left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
He completes this to Russell Gage. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson on first down. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On second down, Eckler. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short, 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. Touchdown, Vikings! Tommy Trimble from 10 yards out. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a Viking score. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Watson looks to throw again. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Watson. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass and you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Got a man. It's Judy complete. Down inside the 10. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jerry Judy, 39 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Judy. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Jackson. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Here's Jackson. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Jackson to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Throwing now, Watson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Now Watson. Being chased out left. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Watson now to throw. He gets it underneath to Hall, and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Watson. And he is going to lose yardage here. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play.
I got the ball stripped from me? Dang.
Vikings as they have it first and 10 at their own 37. Throwing, Jackson. Into the hands of Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards.
I just called timeout. Let's just send it.
Just a few inches left. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.
Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the two-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Watson's throw brought in by Watson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Easy tutty.
Deshaun Watson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get 2 more. He's got
And a 2-point conversion.
Take long, quickly 8-zip. So they like to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can be risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a hole. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 22 carries, 122 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kyler Murray, 33 yards. And the Bears have come back to make it a 2-point game. Elliott good with a PAT. And this is now a 1-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. This taken in at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 31, Murray. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
Hamler now on the return.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to...
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 59 yards. Defense blitzed, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Dillon.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
A.J. Dillon.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. It's a gain of 4, and it gives him the first. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Murray now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Play fake. Murray. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Murray. Open man Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown Bears. CeeDee Lamb. 27 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Elliott on for the extra point. That's up and good. It's 22-14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now the first running back drafted in April. This is Breece Hall. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Watson. Flush to his right. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Watson. He completes it to Beckham. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. Watson on first down.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now it's Watson. His pass caught at the 4. Call it a gain of a yard, and now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected, but I know this is a problem.
Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, a 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. That time a 6-play drive.
And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Packers are going to take possession. Career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Watson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flushed out right, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Breece Hall with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some room to roam now. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. On the counter, it's Hall. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further.
I just hit a 64-yard field goal. Dang.
64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Murray now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On 1st down, it's Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson steps away to his left.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw is Murray. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and, of course, a special player.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can put...
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Trey McBride.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. He'll look to throw. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
There's Beckham. Great grab. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Option play, here's Hall. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Breece Hall, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. They're going to try and run. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices, extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, catch made, it's Moreau. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. This is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. CeeDee Lamb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Being chased out left.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson.
Crossing the field, Beckham makes the catch.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. Watson looks to throw again.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Watson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Packers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brady.
today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Herbert to throw right away. And his first look is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coach.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Nakobe Dean in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Watson out quickly to Judy. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd. Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Christian Wilkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Forced out to his left. This is intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Bucs are going to take possession. Got it at the 42-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the turnover, here's Herbert, able to find Higgins. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Herbert finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 40-yard line. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On target to his man, likely. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Watson now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Play action. It's Herbert. That's taken in by Dulcich. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw here, Herbert. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Mixon again. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. Well, Charles, I think you have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit, because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Now Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play. The Packers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back to... Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen. And we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
Damn, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Herbert. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 7. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The run.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Hall again on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Hall again. And he's going to bolt his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Watson. Steps away to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
3rd and long. It's Watson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On the draw, it's Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Watson. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now it's Watson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
And how about this, a fake? And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So a definite surprise there. They tried a fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.